The crucial element in creating even better lives for hemophilia patients is research, and many believe the next breakthroughs will come on two major fronts.
There's a research section. We're continually interested. Hemophilia is one of those rare diseases that's on the cusp of having a genetic cure for it. Our gene has been mapped. It is conceivable. We had some human trials early on. We're not there yet, but that's a big part of what we do.
The longer-term goal is a form of gene therapy in which we actually can replace the gene that's missing with an effective gene. The proof of principle for that is the factor VIII and factor IX genes make the protein in the liver, and in some of these patients with hemophilia we have done liver transplants and they have been cured of their hemophilia. So once the patient receives a new gene, they're cured of their hemophilia. So the proof of principle is already there. We just have to figure out how to give them the gene. And they're focused on factor IX, and they have treated patients with gene therapy to put the factor IX gene into the liver, and it has worked for a few weeks. But that's a big breakthrough for research, and we think that within another 10 or 15 years we should be able to provide gene therapy to patients with hemophilia.
I'm not certain that there'll be a cure in my lifetime, but I do believe the treatments will continue to improve so that the frequency with which I have to treat it will become less, that the medications will last longer in my system so that they're not all gone within 48 hours.
In terms of current research that will have results quickly, they're looking at ways to change the factor VIII molecule or the factor IX molecule that's being injected so that it will last a long time. Right now, that factor VIII or factor IX is gone in 48 hours, which is why they have to give another injection 48 hours later.
The pharmaceutical companies are making new protein products that have a long life, so that instead of infusing every other day and never having a spontaneous bleed, the hope is that these children or adults can infuse once every 2 weeks. And instead of infusing every other day with an intravenous infusion, once every 2 weeks will be a big advance. So we currently are doing a phase 3 clinical trial, the only one in the world, and we're about halfway through that, and the results should be available in the middle of 2010. Obviously it's a randomized double-blind trial, so I don't know which patient's getting which, but I feel like I know. And I think it's a very promising short-term solution to allow infusions once every 2 weeks and have no spontaneous bleeding. That'll be a huge advance. That'll be the biggest advance since 1980.
I get tears in my eyes when I see these young hemophiliacs that are buff and strong and lifting weights and are doing these things that I was never able to participate in. It helps me relive my childhood vicariously through their actions, and it's so huge, and it's such a great thing to be a part of that I would pay to do this.